I'm here. Good morning. Today is October 6th. It is the Assessment Appeals Board number 1. If Brandon will please take roll call.
Okay, I'll take roll call.
Sorry.
Okay, Board Member Croft? Here. Board Member Farino?
Present.
And Chair Sisk?
Present.
Okay, that concludes the roll call.
Thank you. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the audience please remain standing? Okay, I will now place the audience under oath. Please raise your right hand. You do solemnly affirm that the testimony you are about to give in the matters now pending before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now I believe it is time for the election of the chair and vice chair for Appeals Board number 1.
Yes, thank you, Chair Sisk. So as the annual meeting was not held this year, at this time, we're looking for, amongst the three of you, one of you to be nominated as chair and one as vice chair.
I nominate Brian to be chair.
I
Thank you.
second.
Thank you. Do you have a preference? We haven't had this discussion.
Do you want to be vice chair this?
Or do you want to?
I don't know. Am I qualified?
I nominate Member Croft for vice chair.
Second.
So I was a bit under the weather over the weekend, so I'm just getting back on. Thank you.
And just to confirm, there were no objections to either of those motions, correct?
Correct.
So they'll both pass unanimously.
And now I believe it is time for the agenda review.
Chair Sisk, actually, we have approval of the 2026
that's
Assessment
correct.
Appeals hearing calendar.
Okay, it was sent to me. Didn't have much of a chance to look at it. I don't see any issues typically.
The cover letter says 2024 and 5. Is that just a typo on this letter where they talk about the calendar?
Don't recall. Apologize, I don't recall there being a cover letter.
I thought I received a cover letter too.
That might have been.
Right here.
Let me take a look.
You want to sit here? I just want to make sure it's just,
August 4th.
I thought it was
Yes.
wrong attachment.
Sorry.
I'm assuming it's 2026.
Yes, it's for 2026. What the cover letter is referring to is case estimates for 2024 and 25 were used to determine the amount of scheduling days. So yes, that is what we are currently proposing. With your board would have 8 regular hearings scheduled as indicated on the calendar.
Thank you.
Okay. Looking for motion to approve. Any objections? No. Okay, looking for motion to approve.
So move.
I second that.
Thank you. This is the time for public comments. Are there any comments from the public? Okay, as we have no public comments. Any comments from the board?
No.
Thanks everyone for being here, and thanks Mr. Farino on short notice. I reached out to Brad yesterday. He was busy. Okay, so I believe now it's time for the agenda review.
Okay, Chair Sisk, I'll read agenda review. Item number 7, agenda review for October 6, 2025. The clerk of the board recommends approval of the agenda review by the Assessment Appeals Board. The agenda review consists of the following agenda items. Item number 17, application number 2310869, BAB2 Trust, denied due to lack of appearance. Items number 18 through 20, application numbers 2310955 through 2310957. Applicant Regency Centers LP, removed from the agenda due to the submission of a withdrawal. Item number 25, application number 2311023, applicant FRJH10 LLC, removed from the agenda due to the submission of a withdrawal. Item number 26, application number 2311069, applicant Travis R. Russell, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 27, application number 2311103, applicant Shally Enterprises LLC, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Item number 29, application number 2311237, applicant George Aspron, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. I believe on your copy of agenda review, it's denied due to lack of appearance, but we did receive a last-minute stipulation. Item number 86, application number 2311597. Applicant Austin and Elaine George, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 97, application number 2410026, applicant John M. Elliott Jr. Trust, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 98, application number 2410033, applicant Lori Bergstrom, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 99, application number 2410336, applicant Jennifer and Kevin Bennett, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Item number 100, application number 2410411, applicant the Duval Family Trust, denied due to lack of appearance. Do we have a member of the, okay. So we'll be removing item number 100 from agenda review. Item number 117, application number 2410607, applicant Arctic Cold Oxnard LLC, removed from the agenda due to the submission of a withdrawal. Item number 121, application number 2410649, Adrian Dunlop, continued to November 10th, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Item number 122, application number 2410749, applicant 3043 Thousand Oaks LLC, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 123, application number 2410751, applicant MKS 26 Enterprise, denied due to lack of appearance. Items number 124 through 125, application number 2410782. Oh, okay. MKS 27 will be removed from agenda review. Okay. Okay, item number 124 through 125, application numbers 2410782 and 2410783. Josefina Eugenio Reyes, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 126, application number 2410816, applicant Movie Grill Concepts XIX LLC, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Item number 131, application number 2410859, applicant Conejo Ventures LLC, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Item number 132, application number 2410912, applicant Maria G. Herrera de Aceves, denied due to lack of appearance. Item number 142, application number 2411162, B Corp Retail El Paseo Lessor, Albertsons as affected party, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Item number 144, application number 2411114, BMC West LLC, continued to November 10th, 2025, pending receipt of an original stipulation. Items number 165 through 168, applications numbers 2411158 through 2411161, ACI Real Estate SPE 145, continued to November 10th, pending receipt of an original stipulation. And we have an addendum agenda today. We are adding item number 349, application number 2411146, Aldi Incorporated, add to the agenda as an additional scheduled item, which was not included on the original agenda due to a ministerial error. Okay, recommended action would be to approve the agenda review as modified.
I so move.
Sorry, no questions at this time. If someone heard their name called, other than the two that let us know that, is there anyone else that heard their name called? Or if you're on Zoom and you heard your name called, please press the raise hand button, or if participating by telephone, star the 9. If you're present, you should have not heard your name called. So we're just looking for people that did hear their name called. Sir, was your name called? That's good. Okay.
We have D on Zoom raising their hand.
Looks like D lowered their hand. So okay. We have. All right. So again, only if you heard your name called. So let's go to D. Can you please identify yourself?
Just identify myself, Daryl Malamet.
Okay. And your name was called on agenda review?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. So we don't need to speak with you yet. We'll get to your case shortly. All right, and we have a Wayne Tannenbaum. I believe he's with Pivotal, correct?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There were some issues with my the voice here, so I was just wondering for Pivotal Tax, did you call us at all?
Mr. Verduzco, did we deny any Pivotal Tax cases due to lack of appearance?
Not due to lack of appearance. We did receive some last minute withdrawals from Pivotal that are not on agenda review.
Okay. So you should be good, Mr. Tannenbaum. We'll call you shortly.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. So we had a motion from Board Member Sisk to approve?
Yes.
Correct?
Second.
There are no objections to that motion. It passes unanimously. Thank you.
Okay, now I believe it is time for us to go through the regular agenda, decide who's ready to move forward and who wants to postpone or continue. And it'll take us a while to get through this whole thing before we hear the few that we need to listen in on. So first application is 21-10433 through 10436, Robert Diamond Living Trust. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Evan Chavez on behalf of the applicant, Jesse Diamond, trustee of the Robert L. Diamond Living Trust.
Are you prepared to move forward today?
No, we've been working with the assessor. We have provided some documents for a parent-child exclusion that were a little challenging to get because they've since sold that property and had to go back to some agencies to try to retrieve that proof of residence. We're also working on a stipulation for one property. Another one's already been, we have a stipulation for, so it's just one remaining that we're trying to stipulate to.
Okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, Joe Phillips with the Assessor's Office. We're in agreement with the continuance request. We received the remaining data a couple of weeks ago, so both sides are working towards a possible resolution of all 4 properties.
Okay. Any date preferred?
And just for the party's sake, and for those watching online and anyone else that may reschedule today, we put our next few hearing dates on the screen. We have November 10th, December 8th, January 12th, and January 26th. Just keep in mind if any data is to be exchanged, we will be getting into the holiday period, so keep that in mind. But these are currently the available dates for any continuances requested today.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my calendar up. Why is it not working? I'm thinking because if we do go for here, if we do need a hearing for the last remaining valuation matter, I need to have our expert available, and December 8th would be preferred if that's okay.
That would work for the assessor.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to December 8th. Oh, sorry, let me back up. Any data proviso?
No, we believe
Okay.
we have all the data.
Okay. I'm looking for a motion to postpone to December 8th with no data proviso.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
Okay, next application, 22-10827, Vista at Simi Valley, LLC.
Chair Sisk, we have several members of, we have Dylan Hoyes on Zoom for this item.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Are you prepared to move forward today?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board, clerk of the board. We are not prepared to go forward. We've exchanged all our information with the assessor's office. A few of our cases this morning are in person. The majority are first time scheduled. I'm in the South Bay getting an MRI this morning. My colleague that was supposed to be there was called away unexpectedly this morning for her son. So we're gonna have to continue. I apologize that we're not there in person. Atypical situation. We have to reschedule for, I'd say January 26th would be preferred.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor's in agreement with the continuance request. There is some information we're still waiting for on this case, so
Okay,
we do not need the proviso, and January 26th would work for the assessor.
okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the trial date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. And then I believe the next few are yours as well? Application
Yes.
23-11283, Vista at Simi Valley.
Yes, I mean, it's the same request for that as well.
Same.
We prefer the 26th if possible. And we'll provide the remaining information that is still outstanding.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
Yeah, so 14, 15, and 16 are the same property with the similar issues involved, so.
Okay.
Same status.
But we need to hear them each separately, right? But the same data proviso?
Yeah, same data
Okay.
proviso, same date, yeah.
Okay, so we're looking for a motion to postpone this application to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
Does this include 16?
No.
Okay. So move on 15.
I second.
Thank you. Okay, next application 24-11139, Vista at Simi Valley. Same, okay.
Yes,
Look,
yeah, same request
Okay.
for this
I
case.
just have to-
January 26th would be.
I have to
preferred for
address
us.
them one at a time, but okay. So looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Any others on here that are yours? I know we have a long day here.
Yes, I mean, there's some other ones that are first time scheduled that are
Do we
24
wanna just-
cases.
Do we want to hit them all?
So Chair Sisk, if
Yeah,
that's your
might as well.
pleasure, we can go through Mr. Hoyes' appeals, if that's what you'd
Would
like to
that
do.
be, is that agreeable with everyone? So we just thin this list out as we can go through it? Which,
It looks like he has 32 through 36.
Okay,
31 as well.
Oh, 31. 31 through 36.
okay, so we're going to skip to item 31. Application 23-11284, Cameo Rosewood Association. And are you prepared to
Yes,
move
so
forward on
we
this one?
respectfully request to have this continue to the 26th of January.
Same thing in data proviso as well?
Yes, correct.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the trial date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Item 32, application 23-11285, Pure CIV LLC. And do we have the same on this one, 26th?
Yes, sir, we have the same request. January 26th, reschedule would be preferred for us.
Okay, data as well?
Correct.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the court date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Item 33, application 23-11292, 60 and 100 Rancho Road LLC. The same January 26th on this one?
Yes, sir, we request January 26th. though.
Okay. And the assessor's office data proviso?
Correct.
All right. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Item 34, 24-11140, 60 and 100 Rancho Road LLC. Same.
Same request for that, yes, January 26th. January 26th.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Item 35, application 23-11296, YPI 555 St. Charles Fund LLC. Same deal on this one?
Yeah, we request January 26th.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Application 30, or item 36, application 24-11144, YPI 55 St. Charles Fund LLC. Same deal on this one?
Yes, we request January 26th.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
All right, any others further down the docket?
We have items 147 through 161.
W- 147? Okay, yeah, way in the back. I'm getting there. Okay, item 147, application 24-11121, Del Monte Fresh Produce. Same deal,
January 26th would be preferred.
and data as well?
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up in my notes here.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, same request.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
And then the next item as well, actually next few. Item 148 through 149, application 24-11124 and 11125, Greshman Properties LLC.
January 26th, please.
Same deal? Okay.
Yes.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Okay. Item 150 through 152, application 24-11127 through 11129, MG Andorra Apartments LLC. Same thing, 26th.
Yes, sir. We request January 26th.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Okay, item 153, application 24-11133, SHM Anacapa Isle LLC. Same deal.
Thank you, request for that. January 26th.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Item 154, application 24-11134, SHM Ventura Isle LLC. January 26th as well.
We request January 2026.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Okay, item 155 through 158, application 24-11135 through 11138, Semtech Corp. I assume we have the same.
Yes, we request January 26th.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Item 159 through 161, application 24-11141 through 11143, Westlake Portfolio LLC.
Yes, we request January 26th.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Application 162, or item 162, application 24-11147, AAP Properties LLC.
Chair Sisk, item 162 is not one of Dylan's. It is
Oh,
with
okay.
Ryan LLC, so it's at your pleasure. We can skip to 162, or we can go back
Oh,
to
no,
the
let's,
regular.
let's skip,
agenda.
let's do all of this gentleman's. I saw the Ryan LLC on there and thought it was the same thing. So what is our next item for this applicant?
I don't think Mr. Hoyce has any further cases on today's agenda. Is that correct, Mr. Hoyce?
That is what I'm saying as well. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Okay, let's go back to item 21. Is that that's where we left off?
Yeah.
Okay. Item 21 through 23, application 24-10644 through 10646, Regency Centers LP.
Chair Sisk, we have Tanner Brawl here in person for this item.
Good morning,
Good
board
morning.
members.
Are you prepared to move forward today?
I'm not. We're going to be requesting a continuance.
Okay. Do you have a date in mind?
January 26th, if
Okay.
that's okay with the assessor's office.
Okay. I know. I'm probably going to be busy that day. Any comments from the assessor's office?
That works for the assessor, and if we could add a proviso.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
And is the next item yours as well?
I think it
looks like
is.
24-11629 Regency Centers LLP,
Correct.
and same deal?
Same.
Okay.
Continuance to
Looking
January
for a motion to
26th.
postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
I have some other items. don't
Okay,
know
I
if
was
you
just
wanna
about to ask
take-
if you have
take
anything
those
else we
now,
should-
or I
Yeah.
can wait.
Let's just go through them now,
Okay.
yeah.
That'd be
If we
great.
thin this list out, because you've probably seen it, it's a
That'd be
little
great.
long.
Thank you, Mr.
Which
Chair.
ones are next?
I've got, let's see, HKLPCC Partners LLC, Ventura Riviera Reche et al., and Ventura Retail V LLC, and One Baxter Way LP.
So it looks like 101 through 108. And I'm not sure, we can do those together. It's the same applicant. I'm not sure why they got separated. So we can do 101 through 108.
Okay, so we can do it in one motion, not two separate?
Yeah, it's the same applicant. I'm not sure why. It looks like they put the contact as two different people, and that's why our system separated them, but it's the same case.
Okay, so we'll do applications 24-10417, 24-10637 through 10643. HKLPCC Partners LLC.
That's correct.
Okay, are you prepared to move forward?
No, we're going to be continuing it. We need to send more information to the assessor's office, and they would probably have a data proviso as well.
Okay. Date is 26th? Is
Yeah,
our date?
26 works with
And
the
data?
proviso, yeah.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
All right, and then we have item 110.
Okay. Application 24-10552, Ventura Retail V LLC. Prepared to move forward on that one?
Continuance as
Continue.
well. We've provided a majority of the information to the assessor's office. I
Okay.
think they're going through it to determine if they need further info.
Okay.
Correct, yeah. We
So-
received some info last week, so it just needs time to go through it. So a proviso
All
just
right,
in case.
leave it on there. Okay. And
Yeah.
are we good with the 26th?
Yeah.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. And I believe the next one is yours as well. 111 through 114, is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Application 24-10553 through 10556, Ventura Riviera Riche et al. Sorry. Prepared to move forward on this one?
Continuance as well to the
Continuance, okay.
26th. Same
26th.
case as the last. We sent majority of the info.
Okay.
Assessor's just going through it to determine if they need further info.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. You have one more. Items 115 and 116, application 24-10559 through 10560, One Baxter Way LP. And are we going to postpone to the 26th as well?
Correct.
With the
Thank you,
data?
Mr. Chair. Data proviso.
Okay.
We're still
Looking
working
for a
on
motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
All right. Is that all of them?
I think that's it.
All right. Thank you
board
very
members.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time.
Look through these. Thank you. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. What about 28?
Yeah, I think we're at 28.
Item 28, application 23-11148, Amazon, James Polyansky.
Chair Sisk, we have James
Good morning
Polyansky
to the
here in
board.
person.
Good morning. Are you prepared to move forward today?
No, sir, would like a continuance.
Okay.
Pending the outcome of the case.
So your board had requested that the parties attend today to present a briefing on why the case would qualify for a litigation hold.
Okay, this is that one,
So
right.
clarify, Mr. Polyansky, are you still requesting a litigation hold from this board?
Yes, sir.
And are you prepared to present your analysis of the law on why this qualifies for a litigation hold today?
No, sir.
No, okay, even though the board ordered you to be prepared to discuss that today, you're not prepared?
Well, it's a base year case.
Okay. I guess we can check in with the assessor.
Okay.
The assessor did prep something based on what the board guided last time, so we do have a memo for you guys,
Okay,
and we
do
can
we-
discuss that if you'd like.
Do you want to visit this now, or do we want to trail this till we go through the rest of the docket?
I'd say we probably want to hear it as the first case unless, seeing as the applicant is not prepared, I don't know if we want to continue it again.
I
and
know,
then-
is there going to be a presentation, or is it just going to be
That's, I'm
a
way
one-sided
confused
presentation
about.
and then a postponement?
Point of clarification here. It seems like there's a question, a legal question I heard in there, or some sort of legality, and then there's the question of the case itself.
Right.
What are we supposed to be hearing today, and what was supposed to be prepared? Or
Yeah, so this case was continued from May 5th, where the board directed the parties to prepare a briefing on the pending litigation and why they believe it qualifies for a litigation hold. And so that's what the parties were directed to prepare briefs on and present to you today.
so this case is going to court. Can I get this fact straight? The case is going to court. Is that correct?
Well,
That's what your board is going to be asked to decide. There's a request that it qualifies as controlling litigation. And at the last hearing, there was insufficient information for the board to make that determination. So your board will be hearing today whether or not and the board will be deciding today, if it proceeds, whether or not the case qualifies for controlling litigation based on the legal analysis presented by each party.
A question then. It seems there's two questions here, and I'm still not quite getting it right, because I can't see we have control over them filing a case or not filing a case. If they can do that, we have some control over, do we want to
Is there,
postpone our hearing until the case is over? That I can understand.
Right, that's the request for your board to
Okay,
decide today.
so
the
we're not
scenario.
deciding whether he can present a case to the court or not. We're just deciding whether we want to hold off hearing the case until that case goes forward. Is that correct?
Correct, you're deciding if the case, this application meets the definition of controlling litigation, which would allow the hearing to be put off.
So that's quite different than sort of preparing a long form case in my mind.
right.
So if you want to
So,
speak,
if I may,
Yeah.
well, this case is, will be controlled by the outcome of the prior year's case, which is a base year's case, should it,
I see. So you, essentially, you
yeah,
want to
there-
postpone the case
That
because
decision affects what we do, or what we do, or
Right.
or the
Okay.
evidence that gets presented to us. So
Right,
it
so
would
we should
behoove
probably,
everyone for the litigation to settle before, then we have evidence to make our decision.
Yeah, I don't,
Because we
I'm
could
not
make a
sure. Maybe
decision
there's a
and then-
reason we'd want to go ahead. In my mind, it makes no decision.
so I recommend we come back, because the parties have to demonstrate, this was a direction of county council at last hearing that they prepare a brief.
Okay.
Because it wasn't clear on the face if they met the legal definition of controlling litigation, which they have to demonstrate in order for your board to indefinitely put the case off. So I maybe recommend we come back to this as,
Okay.
as the first hearing
Let's
to
trail
discuss
this.
further, because we're getting into an in-depth conversation now.
Did county council want to say something?
If the board wished, I could read them the rule defining what controlling litigation is, so they have that present.
You know, I'm a big believer in not wasting a lot of time and then having to eat that time. But that's just my opinion. So I'll wait until we hear these.
Okay, let's trail this till the end. We'll sit in on this first after we go through the rest of the docket. Okay, thank you. Okay, I believe our next item is item 30, application 23-11259, PTI Technologies.
Chair Sis, there are several Ryan LLC representatives logged in on Zoom.
This is Matt Track representing the PTI.
Good
We
morning.
I am requesting a continuance.
Okay, do you have a date in mind?
January 26th would be preferred.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees, and we need a data proviso on this one.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the date proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next application is item 37, application 23-11363, Daryl Malamute.
Chair Sis, we have Daryl
can you hear me?
Malamute on Zoom for this item.
Yes, we can. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Are you prepared to move forward today?
Well, I was looking just to get a determination or a confirmation in writing prior to submitting a withdrawal. The appraiser is asking me to submit a withdrawal of my appeal, and I'm just looking to get a confirmation in writing because I haven't received one yet. And both the bifurcated item today and the original item that the board ruled on have the same application.
Got it. So this is Brendan, clerk of the board's office. So you no longer wish to pursue with the second issue in your appeal, which is the January 1st, 2023 market value. Is that correct?
That is correct, but I'm looking for some kind of determination or confirmation of what those values are going to be from, I haven't received anything.
Got it. So yes, we haven't, so your 2023, if you withdraw the second part of the appeal, then your 2023 regular assessment will be $3,089,000, allocated $2,007,850 to land value and $1,081,150 to improvement value. So that is what the board's prior decision on the base value was for the 2023 year. So if you withdraw, that will be the final 2023 numbers.
Sure. Is there any way to get that in writing?
Once the decisions from the prior hearing are processed in a few months, that will be sent in writing.
Got it. So, okay.
So,
Thank you.
So if you're satisfied with that number, then you can verbally state right now that you're not pursuing the January 1st, 2023 temporary market value for further reduction, and that would close the remaining items of the case.
Can you repeat the value for both the original base year and then the 2023 January 1st?
So the board determined the value for October 10th, 2022 is 3,089,000, which when factored forward for January 1st, 2023 is the same amount of 3,089,000 for the total assessments for 2023.
Yeah, subject to what you just said, I'm willing to withdraw my appeal for the January 1st, 2023, subject to it being the 3,089,000
Thank you.
value.
All right, no further action is necessary by the board.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Melmet.
So next application, I see we have 4 in a row with the same applicant and the same representative. There's a few more with the same applicant or but different representative. Can we combine these, item 38 through 51, or do we have to treat them
Yeah,
separately?
I think they're all similarly enough related. It just seems like there's a few variations on the name, but that
Then-
should be fine to handle 38 through 51 simultaneously.
Okay. Application, do I need to name off each application, or can I just?
No, just items 38 through 51 is sufficient.
Okay, so item 38 through 51, beginning application 23-11396 through 11398, DP Grand Camarillo Center LP.
Chair Sisk, we have Neiman Gailani and Joe Fiandaca here with Paramount Property Tax.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Are you prepared to move forward today?
I'd like to, on appeal number 38 through 43, do a withdrawal on those.
Okay.
So no further action is required. Items, applications 23-11396 through 98 and 24-10616 through 10618 are withdrawn.
Correct.
Okay, so next one, the next items 44 through 51.
I would like to, from 44 to 54,
Okay,
have those continued to January 26th.
okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees, and if we could add the proviso.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
The applicant mentioned till 54, but I think he meant to 51.
Yes, and also, yeah, we've got multiple,
There's like 3 on the next page, too.
Okay, so you're
52.
including
Yes.
the next one also?
yes, because I've got also all the way to
Yeah, there's
61
3
and
more.
67.
Chair Sisk, for these items, we are missing 2-year waivers specifically for applications 23-11403 through 23-11406.
Okay.
So the applicant would need to provide those by the end of the day to request a continuance.
Yes, I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Just so we stay, so that everyone on an even keel, I move that on items 44 through 51, we continue those and then handle the other ones separately.
Was it your intent to wrap items 52 and 54 in with the original continuance?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, and 52 through 54.
Yes.
thank you. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next item 55 through 56, application 23-11457 through 11458. Omninet FP Westlake LLC et al.
And we just were the sub-agent for that, so January 26th for the continuance, please.
Okay, okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
And then I believe there's one more, 2 more, actually. Item 56 through 70, 57 through 60, application 23-11446 through 11449, Solar Drive Business LLC.
Yeah, same situation. We sub-agent asked for a continuance to January 26th.
Okay, any comments from the assessors
We agree with the proviso.
on data? Okay.
Thank you.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
And I believe the last one is, of yours, is 61 through 67, application 23-11450 through 11456, Center Promenade LLC.
Same situation. We were sub-agent and continued till January 26th, please.
Okay. Yep. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I
Thank you.
second.
Looks like he has item 83 on page 7.
Okay. Application 23-11515, Brown Horse LLC. Are you
Yes.
prepared? Same thing?
We'd like to withdraw that appeal, please.
Okay.
Item 83 has been withdrawn. No further action required.
Anything else?
Looking, 118, page 10.
I think page 9, 117. First.
That was withdrawn? correct?
Okay, it does show withdrawn?
We received a written withdrawal, so we read that in during agenda
Okay,
review.
perfect, thank you.
So 118 on page 10.
Okay, item 118, application 24-10619, Hanson J. Woodward Farm Port. Are you prepared to move forward on this one, or?
I'd like to continue that for more information to the county for January 26th, please.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Item 119, application 24-10620, Hanson J. Woodward Family LP.
Yes, we need to give the county a little bit more information, so January 26th would work.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Okay, and then the next one, item 120, application 24-10653, 1710 TO Boulevard Partners LLC.
Yes, and we'd like that continued until the C2 is heard first.
Okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
We agree with the continuance. I believe this one was part of another group that got postponed, and for whatever reason, this one got left off. So we would just suggest that be postponed or continued to the same date as the others.
Which is all the 26th.
I'm not
Or
sure.
is this a different hearing date we postponed it from?
Chair Sis, so the rest of the appeals are currently scheduled for December 8th.
Yeah, so the board, or the assessor would request December 8th to keep them all together.
Okay, yeah. Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to December 8th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Any others?
I did not see any other cases for
What about
Paramount.
177?
177?
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Item 177, application 24-11189, Donlin Capital Partners LLC.
Yes, I'd like to continue till January 26th for more information.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th. Sorry.
So move.
Sorry.
I second.
Thank you.
Chair Siskin, was there a data proviso on that motion?
Yes, we did. Sorry, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you very much, clerk and
You're
board
welcome.
and county.
I thought that would take about an hour to happen. Okay, where do we go back to?
We're at like 30.
We're at 68 on page 6, if I'm keeping track correctly.
Did we
Yeah,
do
that's
20
right.
Is 28 done?
We're going to revisit that. That's our first one to
Oh, okay.
write a big number 1 in a circle next to 28.
Okay. Big number one.
Yep, and a circle it. Okay, item 68, application 23-11473, Hamid Lashkari.
Chair Sisk, we have Hamid Lashkari here in person, and we did receive his 2-year waiver for this appeal, so.
Thank you. Are you prepared to move forward today?
I was hoping if I can get chance to postpone it for March or April, please.
Can you clarify why you need so our typical policy is 60 to 90 days. Can you clarify why you need to reschedule to March?
60 to 90 days is okay.
So the furthest out we're offering right now is January 26, 2026. So if you want March, can you justify why you need to go further? Or are you okay with January?
Honestly, a good part of January I'll be out of town. That's why.
Okay. So it's just vacation?
Yes. But if I have to change it, I don't mind. I would accept January.
What about the first? Is there an early weekend, early day in February?
February 9th.
Is that okay?
February 9th. I don't have the calendar out that far, but I know you guys have it.
February 9th,
February
I
is
think.
fine.
Is that the
February
first
9th?
one?
Yeah. We can do February 9th. Well, we got to check in with the assessor first as well, but February 9th is a date option if your board is comfortable.
The assessor's okay with that date, and we would need a proviso.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to February 9th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Okay, how many?
That's smart.
Okay, so the next applicant has all the way through to 82.
69 through 82.
69 through 82. So item 69, application 23-11501, PetSmart Inc.
This case has been withdrawn this morning. We just received an email, so no action is required by the board. Item 69 is withdrawn. We
Okay,
can move on to 70.
okay, application 24-11009, PetSmart.
Yes, we'd like to request a continuance.
All right, and this is Wayne Tannenbaum with Pivotal speaking, correct?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Okay, and do you want to postpone?
Yes, till December 8th, please.
December 8th, okay? Any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, the assessor agrees with the continuance. However, December 8th would be rather challenging. We did look ahead. It is a rather large agenda already. We were wondering if one of the January dates might work better.
Maybe the 12th?
Yeah, for this one, that's fine. What's the first January date?
January 12th.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
Okay, and do we need data?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Next item 71, application 24-11019, Cole D'Azur LLC.
Yes, we'd like to request a continuance till January 12th.
Okay, any comment from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees, and if we could add a proviso.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Next, item 72 through 73, 23-11503 and 11504, Reserve MSL LLC.
Yes, for this one, we'd like to request a continuance to actually December 8th, but if that's not possible, then I suppose January 12th is fine.
Okay, comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, the assessor would prefer January 12th. And I believe for these ones, we don't need a proviso anymore. I believe we got the rest of the info last week.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with no data proviso.
So move.
Okay.
I second.
Sorry, real quick. Items 74 and 75 are the same applicant. They just, for whatever reason, added the word "the" and it separated them. So can we include items 74 and 75 as part of this motion? The board of mover and
That's
seconder
fine with
okay
me.
with that?
Okay,
Thank you. So that would take us to 76.
yes, same applicant. Okay. Application 23-11506 through 11508, Alithia Real Estate, Inc.
Yes, we'd like to request a continuance to January 12th.
And any comments from the assessor's office?
Sorry, I believe this one is receiving a large value reduction memo.
That is. Board members, this is a request to approve a stipulation agreement
sorry.
exceeding $5 million. It was emailed to your board on Thursday. If your board has had a chance to review and has no questions for the parties, then the recommended action is to approve the large reduction stipulation agreement.
Any comments from the board? Nope.
No.
Okay. Looking for motion to approve.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Okay, next,
I'm sorry, will we be sent that decision? Is that correct?
Sorry, the board approved the stipulation agreements? What were you asking for?
Just if we're going to be sent that approval and, by email or by mail.
Yeah, once they're signed and processed, they will sent by US mail.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Item 79 has been withdrawn this morning, so no action is necessary on number 79. And since I'm speaking, also 81 and 83 were also withdrawn, so we can go to 80 for this agent.
And 83 was, okay. Item 80, application 24-10969, Pacific Seaward LP.
Yes, we'd like to request a continuance to January 12th.
Okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, we agree with the proviso.
Do you need data as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Okay. And is that all for this?
82?
Oh, 82, I have a line. Oh, there we go. Okay. Application 24-11022, Motel Oaks LLT, LTD.
Yes, we'd like to request a continuance to January 12th.
And any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, I believe we may have received all the data. We're still reviewing, so if we could just do a proviso just in case.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
I'm skimming to see if we have item 136 for this agent, but item 136 was withdrawn this morning. So we received a withdrawal on that.
136 is withdrawn, okay.
I don't think we have any others. Mr. Tannenbaum, are you aware of any other cases on today's agenda that you need to discuss?
I don't believe so. I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Don't believe I'm seeing any others either. All right, so then we would be complete with Mr. Tannenbaum.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're down to item 84.
Item 84, page 7. Item 84, application 23-11520. It is represented by Altus Group US. Altus Group has sold off their division to Ryan LLC, but they did not obtain a change in authorization authorizing Ryan LLC to act as a legal entity on behalf of these. So the cases have been withdrawn, but we have a written withdrawal from Ryan LLC, not from Altus. So we're noting for the record that Ryan has tried to withdraw, but we're recommending denial due to lack of appearance because Ryan LLC is not the legally authorized entity by the taxpayer to handle the case on their behalf. So that's a long-winded explanation for saying recommend action is to deny due to lack of appearance on item number 84.
I so move.
I second.
And item number 85 is the same situation. They've submitted a withdrawal, but that was signed by Ryan LLC, and Altus Group US is the legally authorized entity to handle these cases. So item 85 would also be denied due to lack of appearance.
I so move.
I second.
Okay.
That takes us to 87.
I'm just kind of looking through this here. Oh, yeah. Item 87 through 88, application 23-11853 through 11836, Huntington Manor LLC.
Chair Sisk, we have Michael LeBeau here in person for these items, and we did receive 2-year waivers for these appeals.
Good morning, Mr.
Good
Chairman,
morning.
members of the board. Michael LeBeau, law firm Bewley, Lastlaben and Miller for the applicant Huntington Manor LLC. We're requesting a continuance to this to November hearing agenda due to the sequence of the applications being heard. We believe that the decline in values were scheduled before the Bayshire cases, and we'd like to have them all consolidated to November 8th of 2025, please.
Okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
November 8th?
The assessor agrees.
Okay, even November 10th?
November.
Observe it November 10th.
Okay, and do we need data at all?
I'm going to be providing my full appraisal to the assessor's office by the 15th.
Okay, do we want to leave a data proviso in there just in case?
I would say, yeah, just in case, but like you mentioned, we'll be dealing with the base year first.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to November 10th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Real quick, sorry, I was just looking at the case history. Mr. LeBeau, the case is on November 10th. You haven't accepted that hearing date yet, so I just want to make sure that you
I will
are going to
confirm.
postpone that because then we're just going to be playing catch up again.
Yeah,
So,
I will confirm November 10th hearing date.
okay. Thank you for confirming.
Okay, and then I believe we have a few more for you.
I believe 87 through 90 were all four heard just now.
Did we through 90 or just 88?
We didn't add a.
We didn't add 80, 89
We could
and
just
90.
clarify for the record.
But it
The
is the
last
same.
motion includes through item 90.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
Thank you. Do you have any other cases today, Mr. LeBeau?
133 to 134, please.
Okay. Item 133 to 134, application 24-10923 through 10924, American Multi-Cinema Incorporated.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Assessor's Office, Michael LeBeau for American Multi-Cinema. The applicant is requesting a postponement to January 12th of 2026. We understand through our discussions with Mr. Clifford at the Assessor's Office that there may be stipulations being proposed, although that's still in the approval process. We're looking to postpone the hearing to allow that to reach its ultimate conclusion.
Okay, and comments from the Assessor's Office?
The assessor agrees with January 12th. We are seeing if a resolution is possible. No further information is needed.
So no data, okay.
Yeah.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with no data proviso.
So move.
I second.
Okay. Anything else?
Not today, Mr. Chairman. Thank
All
you,
right.
Mr.
Thank you very
Chairman.
much.
Thank you, members of the board. Thank you, the board clerk's office and the assessor. Have a good week.
Thank you. We're back to item 91. Application 23-11890, John and Barbara Friedrich L. Family Limited Partnership.
Good morning. Patrick Loffman appearing on behalf of John and Barbara Friedrich Limited Partnership. We're ready to proceed, but this is the application to abate a penalty, so it's not an evidentiary. I have a short brief as to why Revenue and Tax Code Section 483 would justify abatement of the penalty. It was due to a late filing of a Board of Equalization Form 100, which is necessary when there's a change of ownership within an entity, and it was due to the death of a majority partner. It was ultimately filed, but it was late. And so that notice went out to the BOE, and that's the basis of our
Okay.
request.
I believe, we're going to trail this to the end in here at second?
If the assessor's also prepared, I'd recommend, yeah, this be the second case heard today.
Yes, the assessor's prepared as well.
Okay, all right, then we'll trail this to the end. Thank you very much. Item 92, application 23-11922, Rui C. DaCosta Guimaras.
Chair
And
Siska,
is
looks like
93 included in this one?
We'll
Good morning,
see.
Chairman of the board.
Yes,
members
they
of the
can be
board.
handled together.
Okay. So this will also include application 24-10158.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Assessor.
Are you
How
prepared to move forward today?
Yes, I am.
You are, okay?
I think we settled everything in the back and forth between myself and the Assessor's Office. Andrew Panetta, I believe.
Okay. Any
So-
comments from the Assessor's Office?
Yes, I believe it's, from our position, we feel everything's been handled. I think you agree?
Yeah.
We didn't get confirmation, so I think the last step for this would just to withdraw this appeal if he's satisfied with the changes that the assessor made.
Yeah, I mean, I agreed to that in writing via email, so I would have thought you would have received that. So yes, we're going to move forward with that. That's fine.
Okay, so are we withdrawing?
Yeah,
No, we're not withdrawing. We have adjusted, this is a calamity case that is extended for 2 years, and we adjusted the assessed value. There was a late attempt by me to properly reflect that, but because I won't go into it, but we couldn't get it to exactly where I thought it should be, but we agreed to settle it at that point.
Right, so for clarification, Board, due to the issues involved with his appeal, the resolution was made through our assessment role change process and not through the stipulation process.
Okay.
So we have made those changes. He's received the value notices associated with those changes, so those are in effect. So if the applicant agrees with those changes, then he would withdraw. If he doesn't agree, then he would pursue the appeal. I know sometimes some applicants like to keep the appeal open until they receive maybe the refunds or something like that. So it's up to the applicant how he wishes to proceed.
So to that point, when do you think that will be processed, the refunds?
The refunds, it's hard to estimate right now. It would be with the auditor. As far as the assessor's office is concerned, the value notices you received would be the official notification that the changes have been implemented by our office.
So not being an expert in whether I should withhold until I receive them or not, why shouldn't I wait?
Right, it's your option, however
Okay.
you would like
So
to do
then
it.
I'll do
Why
that.
don't we just postpone this and let it solve itself before that date arrives?
That sounds good.
Does that make sense? Should we just push it out to January 26th? Because we know it probably will settle before then. And
Well,
Or can we make it a withdrawal subject to the?
No, we can't do that.
Okay.
I believe the auditor's office would likely, I would assume the refunds wouldn't be issued before that date.
Right, that's what I'm
they're
thinking.
Take around a year or so, I think.
But then it won't be done by then.
Yeah, so let me just,
In January, we can just postpone it again if it's
Yeah,
still in the
well,
process.
so I can just clarify it in case it makes the applicant more comfortable. The assessor has confirmed they've given you the decision in writing in the form of an assessment rule correction notice. Have you received that official written notice?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so that the county auditor controller which is an independent party separate from all of us here, they're now required to enroll that. If for some reason the assessor were to change their mind, discover an error or anything, you would receive a new notice and you would get new appeal rights to challenge that within 60 days. So if you do withdraw the appeal today, should anything change, you will get new appeal rights. As Mr. Phillips indicated, this body and this process, no one in this room has any control over the refund process. So we aren't going to be able to assist you with expediting that. So I wasn't sure if that information would make you more comfortable in withdrawing today.
What would be the negative for not withdrawing?
You would have to come back every few months to, like you are today, to continue to reschedule the case.
I see. Can that be done remotely?
I don't believe he's used his one-time
I have.
continuance. Okay, sorry, it's not noted here like it normally would have. So you've attended remotely one time.
I have once.
Yes, so you would be required to attend in person for those subsequent extensions.
Okay, in which case I'll withdraw.
You'll withdraw? Okay, both cases
Both
scheduled
cases.
to.
The one's the supplemental. Yeah.
Yeah, so one is a supplemental for retroactive back to 2022, and one is for January 1st, 2024. So if you're withdrawing both of those cases?
Yes.
All right. And apologize, we did not get your name for the record. Can you clarify your name?
It's Roy.
Okay.
Carlos de Costa Guimarae.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
All right, as both cases have been withdrawn, no further action is necessary.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Take care.
Next item, 94 and 95. Actually, 96 is same applicant.
Chair Sisk, we have Debbie Moore with JLL and Value and Risk Advisory Services on Zoom for these items.
Okay, good morning, Lissy.
Yeah.
This is application 23-11967, 23-11977, and 23-11978.
7-6. The first one.
76, 77, and 78.
Yeah. And we do have Debbie Moore. It looks like she's connected twice. If you're using the phone for your audio, press star then 6 on your telephone keypad to unmute. Or if you're using your computer, select a microphone and, okay, she's disconnected her phone. So you'll need to select, there we go. You should be able to select a microphone now and unmute. Apologize, since she was on twice, we were a bit confused.
That's okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Are you
Great.
prepared to move forward today?
Great, thank you so much. So we have been having discussions with Carl Lowry, assessor. They have requested some additional information, and so Carl had requested that he seek a continuance on these three.
Okay, I missed part of that. I'm trying to read along here.
Suggested a
Okay,
continuance on
can you do
these
any
three.
comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, I believe She was requesting a continuance, which we agree with. We would suggest one of the January dates.
Okay, and do you need data as well?
Yes, we need a proviso as well. Yep.
Okay, do you have a preferred date?
Either the December or the January is fine. If January works better, that's fine.
So we do January 12th?
That's fine.
January 12th.
Or do you want to use, okay.
Yeah.
Chair Sisk, before Yep. we get into a continuance, the clerk of the board did have some clarifications we wanted to get from the agent regarding whether or not proper authorizations were received prior to filing. There were some, they're two separate entities that are being represented, and so we have the owner as Nick 12, Simi Hills Owner LLC, but it seems the agent's clients are, and so that's what we're requesting clarification on, whether or not it's a management company or an affected party for, because her clients are actually Atria, let's see here, Atria Senior Living as Manager, Atria Management Company LLC. So we're looking for clarification on that. Maybe scheduled to a validity hearing depending on Okay. whether or
Yeah,
not.
and I can clarify. I had sent in some information to the Business Appeals Board. Atria, Nick 12 Semi-Field owner has hired Atria to manage the property, and that's how we filed the appeal. If a correction needs to be made to the agent authorization with a signature from Nick 12 Semi-Field owner, I've already contacted the client, and we are able to do that if we can proceed.
Sorry, this is Brendan with the clerk of the board's office. I apologize if you don't mind speaking slowly. Your microphone is cutting in and out or not. So can you clarify? Is Atria Senior Living responsible for the payment of the property taxes?
They are.
They are? Okay. And that they receive the tax bill directly?
Correct.
Okay. And you represent Atria, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Based on that information, Chair Sisk, what we can do is proceed with the continuance, and then Ms. Moore, can you provide us the documentation to show that Atria submitted the payments in the 2023 year for the property taxes to establish that they qualify as an affected party?
I can. Would you like me to submit those? I'll have to request from the
Sorry, I only caught a few words you said. I think you asked how you wanted to submit those. You can email those to aabclerk@venturacounty.gov.
Okay, let's do that.
Thank you. So, assuming that all checks out and they qualify as an affected party, then we'll just continue on. And if it doesn't, then we will schedule a validity hearing for a different time.
Okay.
But at this time, based on the questions asked and answered, it sounds like they may qualify.
Okay, so we're going to postpone to the 12th with the data proviso? You need data, okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. All right.
26 now?
I believe we're getting there.
Getting there.
100 is one that was on agenda review, but they let us know they're here in person.
Oh, okay, that's.
I thought that was no confirmation.
And what is this, what did you say with the statute?
That was one that was on the list to deny, but they let us know that they're present.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There, I didn't mark that very well. Okay. Item 100, application 24-10411, the Duval Family Trust.
Yes, I'm Glenn Duval.
Good morning.
I received the appraiser's notification of assessment, but they put on it just tax year of 2025. I want to make sure it's also 2024. That was when the property was purchased in February of 2024.
Okay.
That's all. And I would withdraw my, I would
Okay,
agree on the assessment
Do
value.
we have any comments from the assessor's office?
If you give me a couple minutes, I could look that up. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, we'll just note while the assessor's doing that, this case was no confirmation of appearance, which means we haven't heard anything from the taxpayer in regard to this case, and so the assessor was excused from reviewing anything related to this case. So if the assessor isn't able to quickly find the information to help this withdrawal, the applicant, under your board's rules, due to the failure to confirm their appearance today, they would be required to reschedule to a later date. So we'll give Mr. Phillips a second.
What was the data? I guess it was the date of death.
They just put on tax year 2025 is all I wrote on it. It's
right.
the first notice I've ever got, but it did approve the correct value. Everything's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so that's just your, well, again, while Mr. Phillips is looking at, that's just your annual notice of assessment, which you'll receive every year, letting you know what 2025 is. Today's appeal is for the year prior, 2024.
Correct.
And so you're looking to see if the relief was retroactively applied to 2024 as well, correct?
That is correct.
Can we take a 5-minute break while he looks that up?
Yeah, do we want to take a quick little recess while,
Okay.
is that okay?
That's at your board's pleasure.
That's, yeah, if we have a bathroom break request, that's fine.
So
It'd be a good time.
Return at approximately 10:55.
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to take like a 8-minute break.
He'll be working with you in
That take us?
Yeah, so we're still on, so we're back in session, correct?
Yes, we're back. Okay, it's 10:55. We're back in session.
For item 100, that has been withdrawn. No
Okay.
further action is necessary on item 100, so we can go to 109.
109. Oh, wait. 100's withdrawn. Oh, 109. Okay, I got a big circle here. Okay. Application 24-10532, Ventus Bonaventure LP. Has anyone
Yes.
checked in?
Vincent Brown here, agent.
Good morning. Are you prepared to move forward today?
The assessor office is requesting a postponement.
Okay, any comments from the assessor?
Yes, the assessor, this would be an assessor requested continuance. We need some more time to finish our review of this one. It's a complicated property type. If we could request the January 26th date, that would work.
And you need data as well?
No data.
No data, okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with no data proviso.
Mr. Brown, are you available on January 26th?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I second.
That takes us to item 127.
Thank you, board.
Thank you very much.
Chair Sisk, we did have items, and it's at your pleasure. We can go in whatever order you'd like. We have the applicant that was on agenda review for items 122 and 123 here in person.
Okay. Okay, we
122 as well? I think it was just 123. Do we have someone from 43,000 Notes? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
same
Okay,
applicant.
so that one was denied due to lack of appearance, I believe. So first, for item 122, we would need a motion to vacate the denial due to lack of appearance.
I so move.
I second.
All right. And since no confirmation of appearance was received, the applicant is required to reschedule. And can you let us know your name for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Mehrdad Fursalimi.
Okay. Okay, so you're handling both cases for 43,000 Oaks and MKS 26 Enterprises.
Yes,
They're
sir.
both you.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. And are they the same property?
No, there are two different parties.
Okay. Both are no confirmation of appearance, so we can probably handle them simultaneously.
Okay.
But I on MKS 26, we have a appearance on October 20th.
So the October 20th hearing is for the real estate, and today's hearing is for the business personal property.
For the business personal property, I would like to have a postponement, please. I think
Okay.
December 8th, which should be fine.
Any comments from the assessor?
Yeah, so the assessor hasn't received any data on these. And again, because of the current agenda for December 8th, we would request a date in January.
That would be fine.
January 12th or 26th?
26, if the applicant's okay with that.
That's fine.
Okay. And we would need a proviso.
Data, okay.
Yeah.
And this is for both applications? We're going to postpone both of them to the same date? And did you want to transfer the October one to that date as well, so they're on the same day?
I think on the MKS 26, which we have an appearance on October 20th, we are very close to resolution. We are-
Okay, so that may just,
So I think that one, we should pass it.
okay, cool. All right. So then on both of these items, we're going to postpone, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
First, don't we need to reopen 123?
Your board, 123, we had caught and said, hey, we're going to not do that on agenda review,
Right.
but we didn't get 122. So that's why 122 needed a motion, but 123 did not.
Okay.
Sorry, it was a bit confusing.
Okay, so move.
Second.
Thank you.
I just want to clear something.
Okay.
So the October 20th still is on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. So now we're on to item 127.
Yeah, and we have a few people from Ryan LLC, so I'm gonna just open up all of their microphones. It looks like Melissa Magdaleno is gonna be the one speaking on this one.
Okay, how many of these? Well, there's quite a few on the next few pages, aren't there, from Ryan?
Do you want to
Do we want to
skip
do
a
them
new
all at
Ryan
once?
last, or?
Do they have the most on the docket of everyone?
Yes.
Should we, are they all postponed, or? No,
We're,
we don't,
we're,
we can't
we're
answer that.
assuming they're going to request reschedule all of them.
Right. Do we just want to tackle them right now, or?
Yeah, that's fine. It's up to your board.
Unless you'd be easier to trail, and it's up to you. You're doing the paperwork.
The problem is there's so many cases for Ryan, we don't necessarily know who's handling what, but, so we had to take them one at a time, but.
Okay.
We've enabled
Either
all
way.
their microphones, so we can
Okay.
just go through them if you want to start.
Yeah, let's start with the first one, and they can claim whatever they own, and we'll just go that way.
All right.
Okay. Item 127, application 24-10843, NNNCA Auto SVC LLC. Who do we have checked in for this item?
Chair Sisk, we have Melissa Magdaleno raising her hand for this item.
Yes, good morning. I will be handling this. We would like to request a continuance.
Okay, do you have a date in mind?
We can do the January 12th.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees, and we need a proviso on this one.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with a proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Are any of these other items yours?
I have 131.
She has 128, 130 also.
No, so 131 is yours?
131.
Correct.
Was
was
continued,
withdrawn?
so
Oh.
we don't have 131. I just say let's just go with the open Ryan cases in order, so we don't. So just
Okay,
128
that's
through
fine.
130.
So next item, 128 through 130, application 24-10856 through 10858, Kaiser Foundation Health Plan Incorporated.
Good morning.
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
Good morning, members of the board. My name is Phil Kaufman with Ryan LLC, and I'll be representing the applicant.
Okay, are you prepared to move forward today?
I'd like to respectfully ask for a continuance on these appeals. The assessor's office and I have been in communication, and we've agreed that additional time will allow for the full review of supporting data that was provided.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees with the continuance. We would need a proviso, and I didn't hear a date, but the assessor would suggest January 26th.
Okay. Any comments from the applicant on the date?
That works. January 12th would be preferable.
Are you okay with the 12th?
The 12th will work. That's fine.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Okay, so 131. Should we go through the Ryans or, well?
Yeah, might as well.
I'm
Maybe
trying to
let's
look.
just go through the agenda in
Just-
order
okay,
instead
yeah.
of jumping around for them.
That's fine,
I
yeah.
apologize to the Ryan reps.
No.
There's just so many of you. It's hard for us.
We've
to keep
thinned this
track.
out enough to where that's okay. We can, okay, item 135, application 24-10998, DG Piper LLC. Do we have a Jay Casaldi? Is he checked in?
Chair Sisk, no one has checked in for this item, and I don't see any representatives on Zoom.
Sorry, he just spoke to me during the break. I'm not sure. Oh, there he is.
Okay. He looked familiar. I'm like, I don't see someone out here.
Hi there. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I
Are
saw
you
the
pre-
number come up and I was like, oh.
Are you prepared to move forward today?
Yes.
Okay, assessor's office.
So we're going to help out the applicant a little bit, but it was determined that he should amend his application to include another data transfer. That way we can implement the changes that, there's already a stipulation on the table. It's just we need another date on the application in order to actually change the role. What happened is he had 2 data transfer events in 1 year. He applied on the first event, which we've come to an agreement on, but not the second event. So even though we reached an agreement, this is a January 1st, 2024 prospective base year appeal. So the second transfer kind of stomps on the first transfer. So even if we reached an agreement, it wouldn't affect the January 1st, 2024 year. So we just need to add that second change in ownership event, and then this one should be stipulated.
Okay.
And just to be clear for the group, had to do with the logistics of the airport, since this was a hangar purchase. We purchased on a few months, I think it was a September date. We actually purchased it on a September date, but the purchase doesn't actually go through until the airport does their thing, and they agree on a lease, and then that took them several months, and then so finally there was a lease agreement in place, and that's when they triggered their transfer with the assessor's office, even though the bill of sale was prior to that, and when we did the application for transfer, it was off the bill of sale. So just a logistical, confusion there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And the date in question is December 1st, 2023, correct, Mr. Phillips?
Yeah, I have.
That's when the lease was signed?
The lease was implemented in December, I believe.
December.
Yeah, December 1st, 2023 would be the second transfer date that we want to amend.
All right, so board, the request before you would be to approve the applicant's request to amend the application in section 6, box B2, to add the additional date of December 1st, 2023. We need a motion to approve.
I so move.
I second.
And the next step would be to just finish the stipulation and.
Yeah, so
that would complete
just
the process.
continue, we'll continue the hearing. That way, we can get the stipulation paperwork signed.
Okay.
And then that should get you all finished for this.
Okay, awesome,
So,
thank you.
So we need to select a date.
Because this is likely going to be a stipulation, any date works for the assessor, maybe November 10th.
That's fine. That's acceptable, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not just that the continuous request to November 10th with no additional information.
No data
Okay,
proviso.
so postpone to, postpone to November 10th with no additional data provided? Sorry, God. Looking for motion to postpone to November 10th with no additional data required.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next application, 24-11032, the Witcher Fanning Family Trust.
Kent Meyer, agent for the applicant.
Good
We're
morning.
going to be requesting a continuance. Still gathering some additional information for the assessor's office to review. We'll do the proviso of 30 days before hearing to provide all the information to the assessor, and we'd like to schedule for December 8th.
Any comments from the assessor's office?
That all works for the assessor.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to December 8th with a proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
All right, thank you. You'll be staying there. Next application, 138, application number 24-11035, Jesse F. Suarez and Juanita Rivera Suarez, 1994 Trust.
And Kent Meyer again for the for the applicant. And we are also gathering additional information for the assessor to review, and we'd like to continue that to 12/8 with the 30-day provisor.
We agree.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to December 8th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Next item, items 139 through 140, application 24-11095 and 11096, Calle Bolero Investments.
Chair Sisk, it looks like we have Geoff Counter raising his hand for this item on Zoom.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Are you prepared to move forward today?
No, I'm requesting a one-time postponement, please, to January 12th. I provided data to the assessor and would like time to see if we can work with it before we take.
Any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, we agree with the continuance, and if we could add a proviso. You said you sent us info. My notes say that we didn't. Was that last week?
It was on the 29th.
29th? Okay. So if we could have the provisos so we have time to review that information.
Okay, and the 12th is okay?
Yes.
January 12th, okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So moved.
I second.
Thank you.
Does that cover both 139 and 1?
And 140, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Item 141, application 24-11097. B-Corp Retail El Paseo Owner LLC.
Chair Sisk, we have several Ryan LLC agents on Zoom for this item, and we have Melissa Magdaleno raising her hand.
Hi, good morning, Melissa Magdalena with Ryan. A postponement was submitted on September 15th.
So a postponement was submitted, you said?
Yes, it was submitted on September 15th. After reviewing it, it looks like we included the parcel number, but not the application number.
Okay, so do we need to amend the application?
I think at this point it's just, so it sounds like there's a paperwork issue. Mr. Verdisco, can you clarify what's going on here?
So I'm not exactly sure. I know there was one last week that we discussed about B-Corp, where the agent claimed he mailed the postponement. The clerk of the board didn't receive it, and we asked for proof of mailing. The agent didn't have the proof of mailing. I think he mentioned that he had a new staff member that didn't save it. So we didn't process a postponement, and we were expecting a continuance at this hearing.
So this is one that was submitted for the 2024. I submitted it on September. I'm sorry, I hear the echo. It was submitted on September 15th.
But you're saying, sorry, this is Brendan with the clerk of the board. You're saying you did not fully complete that form.
The application number was missing for this first parcel, but the parcel number was listed. So 7 parcel numbers were listed and 6 application numbers were listed.
Board, it's up to you if we want. So I guess, are you asking the board to count your reschedule today as your one-time postponement so that you have a future remote attendance? Is that why you're bringing this up, or?
Correct.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
It's part of an economic unit.
Okay.
So I have the postponement here in front of me now. So it was for applications 241198 through 241103. So.
But then the parcel numbers are listed. It was just a clerical error on our end.
Got it. Sorry, Brendan. Now that Mr. Verdisco let us know, I pulled that up. And did you make any attempts to email us to correct this issue prior to today?
No, it was just noticed this morning.
Got it. So board members, I understand now it's having, so we have a written request that has the parcel number, but not the application number on it. So normally without them clarifying, we wouldn't have counted it as a postponement. It's up to your board if we want to count this as an applicant postponement, which would allow them to subsequently attend remotely on December 8th when the rest of their cases are scheduled, or you count it as a continuance and require that they attend in person on December 8th for this case, but they remain eligible for remote attendance on the other cases. So
I think the first option seems to be more efficient.
Yeah. Okay. So Canada, so the board will approve the applicant's request to postpone to December 8th. We'll count it as timely because because of that, it's a unilateral action by the applicant. The assessor does not have to weigh in. They will get to weigh in at the December 8th hearing when the rest of the cases are there.
Okay.
So can we just have a motion to approve that as a postponement?
I so move.
Thank you.
I second.
Thank you. All right, we're good to proceed to item 143 now. We're good to go to item 143.
Okay, sorry. Okay, item 143, application 24-1113, Trey Allure of Camarillo LLC.
Melissa Magdaleno with Ryan. We would like to request a continuance to January 12th.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees, and if we could add a proviso.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Next, item 145, application 24-11115, Rexford Industrial Realty.
Same situation. We would like to request a continuance to January 12th.
And assessor's office?
With the proviso.
Data, okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Next item, application 24-11181, Rexford Industrial 3233 Mission Oaks LLC.
Melissa Magdaleno would also like to request a continuance on this to January 12th.
Okay, data as well?
Yes.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. And then I believe we're at item 162 now.
I thought
We already did it. We're at 169.
I thought we were 163. I thought we did 162.
I think 162 should be the correct next item. It's 165 through 168 we're on agenda review, but I think
I got that right today.
But 162 is, I believe, where we're at.
Yep. Application 24-11147, AAP Properties LLC.
Yes, for this, we would like to request a continuance. We sent information on September 9th, so not timely. We would like to request this to be heard on November 10th, which is the same day as the 2023 application.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
Yeah, my notes show we haven't received info on this one. You said you sent it on September 9th?
Correct. To appeal response.
Okay, if you allow me one quick second here. Okay, I do see that here. Thank you. Yes, we agree with the continuance to January 12th, and if we could add a proviso, just in case we need more data, it looks like we need to review what was sent.
Okay, I think the requested date was November 10th. Is that
Oh.
okay, or do you want to ask if we can push it?
No, November 10th wouldn't work. We'd need a date in January.
Okay.
Apologies.
The only reason we ask because the 2023 application is scheduled for that date as well.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Ms. Magdaleno, I do see that the November 10th, you haven't used your one-time postponement. So if you'd like to request consolidation to say this case gets put out to January, we can move the 2023 year off of November and push it out to the same date as well, if you'd like.
We can do that if that works better for the assessor's office.
Yes, that would work better. Thank you.
Okay.
And do we need data? Are we okay?
Just in case.
Just in
since we
case, okay,
haven't
because you haven't
the
reviewed it
data
yet.
Yeah.
Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Next items 163 through 164, application 24-11150 and 11151, Simi Entertainment Plaza LLC.
Melissa Magdaleno with Ryan. We did not submit a hearing confirmation for this. It was just missed on our end. But we did send information over to the assessor's office.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, we received that information. If we could have a proviso just in the event we need more information.
Okay.
The assessor would suggest a date in January.
Should we do the 12th?
That
All
would
the
work
others?
for the assessor.
And
Okay.
that works for us.
Is the 12th okay? Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Next item, 169, application 24-11163, Good as Gold Lesser, Albertsons as affected party.
Yes, Melissa Magdaleno with Ryan. We would like to request a continuance to January 12th.
Any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees, and if we could add that proviso.
Okay. Looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. I believe this was, the next one's the last one for you guys. Items 170 through 176, application 24-11164 through 11170, ROIC California LLC, Lesser Vaughn's Corporation Incorporated.
Yes, Melissa Magdaleno with Ryan. For all applications, with the exception of 24-11170, we would like to request a continuance to January 12th.
Okay, and then should we decide on these five and then talk about 11170 after that? Or what's about the final
For
application?
11170, we were notified that there is a duplicate 2024 appeal,
Okay,
but we did send information in timely to the assessor, and they stated that they need to work the 2023 case first.
okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, we agree with the continuance requests, and if we could just add a proviso, just in case there's more data needed.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 12th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
And then my understanding was there was another agenda item, 349, that was added.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's the newest one. We should probably just hear that one next. Okay, so it would be application 24-11146, Aldi Incorporated as lessee.
Yes, so there is a pending stipulation for this. We're just waiting for the client's approval to accept.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
Yes, we offered a stipulation, so we're waiting to hear back from that. Any date works for the assessor, and we don't need a proviso.
Okay, do you have any date in mind?
If we could just do November 10th.
Mr. Phillips, I just wanted to clarify, because we did this, there were originally two cases for Aldi scheduled. One of them is on our stipulation approval list. And so stipulations were offered on both, but we only got one of the two back. Is that correct? I just want to make sure we're not accidentally saying a case is stipulated that wasn't, because we did get one back, and it doesn't make sense that we'd get one but not both.
Yeah, I believe they were two different parcels.
Okay.
So they were worked separately at separate times.
Got it.
So yeah, one of them already has the stip, and one we're waiting to hear back.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. So I believe
Okay.
she mentioned 11:10, that would work for us.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to November 10th with no data proviso.
So move.
I second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item 178 through 180, application 24-11225 and 11227. DCOR LLC.
We have Brian DeWitt on Zoom for this item.
Yes, here, Brian DeWitt, Petrotech Resources agent for DCR.
Good morning. Are you prepared to move forward today?
No, we would like to ask for a continuance.
Okay. Any comments from the assessor's office?
The assessor agrees with the continuance. We would add a proviso since no information's been provided yet, and we would recommend the January 26th date.
Okay, is that date okay?
That date is okay.
Okay, looking for a motion to postpone to January 26th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
Thank you. Next application is 24-11239 through 11293, Carbon California Operating Company LLC.
Chair says these are also for
Yeah.
Brian Dewitt with Petrotech Inc.
Brian DeWitt, Petrotech Resources agent for Carbon California Operating Company LLC.
Are you prepared to move forward today on this one?
We would like to ask for a continuance for these as well, please.
Okay, a date in mind?
We would ask for March.
Okay, any comments from the assessor's office?
So these last three, Decor, Carbon California, Cal Energy, are different owners, but they're all oil and gas properties.
Right.
We would like to keep them together. So the first one was January of 2026. If the applicant wants, or the agent wants to move them to March, we would like item 178 and 180 to also be on the same date.
That's acceptable.
And then same with the next item too.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so can we do them all on the 26th, or do we need to put them all into March?
Well, the applicant just asked for March, which we're agreeable to, but that would require the board's approval.
Okay,
There's two dates in March, the 9th and the 23rd.
okay. Doesn't matter to me, so March 9th or 23rd? Anyone have a preference for either day?
I don't have, the assessor wouldn't have a preference either.
Yeah, so far out.
Yeah.
And then do you need data on this?
Yeah, all three are same status. We haven't received information.
Okay. So
Yeah, there's a. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask if we should just do a motion for all three of these items?
That would make sense for the assessor.
Okay, so then the next applications are also the same deal? We're going to data proviso in
Correct.
March 9th or 23rd?
Correct.
Let's just do March 9th since it's closer. Okay, so on items 178 through 314, we're looking for a motion to postpone to March 9th with the proviso that any data requested by the assessor's office be provided within 30 days of the hearing date.
So move.
I second.
And I just wanted to confirm, I don't know if we confirm with if Mr. DeWitt is available on the 9th.
Yes, that date works.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, members of the board.
All right, thank you. Wow, okay. So do we?
I just want to clarify, that motion was Farino Croft? Or was it Sis Croft?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
So that takes us to the two cases that we're going to visit. Do we need to maybe take a recess before we start?
Was the one real short?
Let's try, let's,
If
Let's
this,
keep-
I do apologize. I was busy, wasn't able to take advantage of the last break. If we could do a quick one.
Of course, yeah, no problem. That's what, yeah.
5 minutes.
Let's do 5 minutes. Let's come back at 11:35. It'll allow the presenters to prepare themselves and have a seat.
All right.
Item 28, application 23-11148. You have James Polyansky.
Yeah, and I'll just jump in here. So it's, there's no burden of proof, so we can go in whatever order you want. It's a request to indefinitely postpone the hearing due to controlling litigation. What we've done, I'm just going to clarify what's in front of you. There's copies of the application. The one with the red application number that's 22-11411, that is the application that has been decided by your board and is currently proceeding through the court system. Application 23-11148 is the application that's scheduled for hearing before you today. And the board is being asked by the parties to determine that the 2023 application qualifies for an indefinite postponement due to controlling litigation. As I mentioned, your board asked the parties to come with briefs today to explain what qualifies as controlling litigation. If you look at the applications, they're basically the same, but when you look at section 6, the key difference is the one before your board today is a request for January 1, 2023 market value relief, and the one that was previously heard was a base value for an October 1st, 2021 transfer. So that's the key differences between the two applications today, and the parties are going to try to demonstrate to you as to why they qualify as controlling litigation. We've also handed out a memo from the assessor, that's Exhibit A, and then a memo from the applicant, which does not have a letterhead on it, that'll be Exhibit 1. And so with that, we can go to whoever you'd prefer to hear from first.
Okay, well, there's no burden of proof here. So I think really we're kind of relying on what the applicant has to tell us. Is that mostly it, or?
Yeah, I think looking over the two memos, I think it makes sense for maybe the assessor to go first, because we do include the property tax rule that we're referencing. I don't know if everyone's okay with that.
Okay, that's fine. Both parties are in agreement. I think the board is fine with that.
Okay, sounds good.
No one's objecting, okay.
So if you're looking at the one with our letterhead, I'll just read from it briefly here. Again, Joe Phillips for the assessor's office. So the assessor's office and the applicant both request from the board that this case 23-11148, which is the follow-up Prop 8 appeal, that one be held pending the outcome of a case. And here's the case number. I won't read it aloud. This is Amazon versus the County of Ventura. They filed the complaint on January 9th, 2025, and it disputes the appeals board decision regarding the base year value determination, which was 22-11411. The property tax rule that we're referencing is 309. If a hearing is not held and a determination is not made within the time specified in subsection B of this regulation, the applicant's opinion and value stated on the application shall be conclusively determined by the board to be the basis upon which property taxes are to be levied, except when, number 4, controlling litigation is pending. Controlling litigation is litigation which is A, pending in a state or federal court whose jurisdiction includes the county in which the applicant is filed, and B, directly related to an issue involved in the application, the court's resolution of which would control the resolution of such issue at the hearing. So in the complaint, the applicant alleges a couple things, quoting, the findings did not employ a valid method of evaluation as set forth in Rule 3 and Rule 324C. Another quote is, there is no substantial evidence to support the finding of a fair market value of property of $128 million as of October 1st, 2021, and therefore the findings violate Rule 324, which provides that the evidence presented at hearing must support the decision of the board. So based on these two quotes from the complaint, the applicant is alleging that the valuation method utilized by the assessor's office is not valid. So if the courts were to agree with the applicant in the court case, then the assessor's office would need to change the valuation method used in the current January 1st, 2023 appeal, which is 23-11148. So based on these facts, that's why we are requesting the litigation hold. And then I guess I'll turn over to the applicant to go over their facts here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much on the same note, we did not the rule, but the logic states that because it's a methodological, or for lack of a better word, fundamental dispute, the result of the case would impact the subsequent or subject year appeal. And so for the purposes of preventing contradictory decisions and continuation of, or not continuation, but continuance of the application of the right methodology, we request that the 23-year case would be held until the resolution of 22.
Okay. Any comments from the board? No? Okay. Pretty much are we in agreement? Okay, I think the board agrees that we should basically put this on hold until the litigation is settled.
Thank you.
All right, so we want to make sure your board is agreeing that the case is qualified as controlling litigation.
Yes, sorry, yes.
County Council, you're okay with that, or do you want to discuss with the board in closed session?
I don't see the need to discuss. Both the applicant and the assessor essentially said that the 2022 case and the decision on the methodology would control how the 2023 case is decided, and I think the board heard that and agreed with the view that it is controlling litigation.
Okay. Do we need a motion or just a 3-1?
Yes, so we need someone to make a motion to indefinitely continue the case due to controlling litigation.
Okay, I so move to indefinitely postpone this case until until litigation is closed.
I second.
Thank you. No further action necessary.
All right, thank you.
Thank you and have a good day.
Thanks.
Thanks. All right. And then we have one more.
Take a seat up here. The applicant's presentation, you didn't have enough copies, so we just need one.
Here, I have one.
You don't need it?
Oh, no, I don't.
You can take those. Do you want the applications too, or? Okay.
Just give it a push.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, board members, for item 91, we've handed out copies of the application as well as Assessor's Exhibit A. Before we get started, we just want to confirm, is either party, applicant or assessor, requesting written findings of fact in this matter? Mr. Logman, are you requesting written findings of fact?
Yes.
You are? Okay. Mr. Verdisco, have you received payment? Okay. And you have payment of $150 with you today?
No.
No? Can you get that to us before the conclusion of the hearing? Or?
Well, I don't have it, and I just got this from the assessor right now. I thought this was purely to the board, that the assessor really doesn't have take a position on this type of an abatement, but I'm ready to proceed.
I just, so the law requires if you request written findings of fact, that we receive those before the payment before the hearing concludes. So you do want written findings of fact? When can you get us the $150 payment?
Well, I can get it sent over here today. But I really looked at it not more as an evidentiary, but as the brief is pretty succinct, it's a calendaring error of a couple of months. And so it's more, to me, a legal argument. So I wasn't really prepared to say findings of fact. There's not a lot of facts here it's just going to be the board's discretion that it wasn't willful or, anything that the assessee did. It was an error in the office, so.
I would agree. I think.
Wait,
I was
do you
gonna
want to
say,
explain?
The facts are probably not going to be appealable, so there may not be any need for findings of fact.
Findings of fact is more of a technical thing that we'll make a decision. You'll present your case to the assessor's office. We'll make a decision. You'll get a notice of that decision. Some people want a written find, which is a more, I guess, technical or legal, how that decision was made, et cetera, that in case they want to appeal that, they can take it to court. I mean, that's usually the reason for a written finding of fact rather than.
There'll be some, okay, well, I'm ready to proceed.
Okay.
And then just have your ruling on it. And then I'm not waiving any right to appeal, of course, but I mean.
Right. You can still appeal if you want. You just,
Well,
you know.
no, he has to pay for written findings of
Right,
fact.
okay.
If you want to challenge it to the court.
Okay.
Create the record for your appeal if you disagree with the determination of the board.
But like I said, our decision on the facts may not really be an overturnable item up the chain of command.
Right,
You know.
It's up to him if he wants to request that. I guess if we have clarification as to, yes, you would like those, I guess we can, so the law requires that we receive payment before your board concludes the hearing today. I don't know if we can take their promise that we'll receive it in the next day or two as sufficient enough to proceed.
I can have it run over here before the end of the day. Where would it be delivered?
To the clerk of the board's office on the 4th floor. Does that work for you?
Sure. $150.
$150 payable to County of Ventura. The clerk of the board is comfortable with that promise to receive payment if.
Or I
your
guess I
board
could
is-
just write you a check today for myself. Instead of
Apologize, we normally take care of these off at the beginning of the hearing, but it slipped procedure. We would have
So, right,
started
I mean,
clarifying this
I'll
during a
just give
break.
you a check right now so I don't have to have staff
Okay.
come over.
Okay, so now that we've got that clarified, assessors, so for the record, findings of fact have been requested by the applicant. Assessors Exhibit A has been submitted. As has been mentioned, this is a request for penalty abatement, so we have a shifting burden of proof. First, the assessor will present to show that the penalty is properly imposed. Then the burden shifts to the applicant to show that they have good cause for abatement. So the assessor will open the hearing, but the applicant will close the hearing after closing arguments. So with that, we can go to the assessor.
Okay.
Rebecca Russell with the Assessor's Office. So the burden of proof pursuant to Property Tax Rule 321C, the assessor has the burden of proof establishing the basis for imposition of a penalty assessment. Under California Revenue and Taxation Code, Section 480.1 provides that a signed change in ownership statement shall be filed with the California State Board of Equalization within 90 days of a change in control or change in ownership of a legal entity. This statement is in the form BOE 100B, Statement of Change in Control and Ownership of Legal Entities. Pursuant to Revenue and Taxation Code, Section 42B, if the statement is not filed or is filed late, the assessor shall add to the assessment of the entity's property a penalty of 10% of the taxes applicable to the new base year value reflecting the change in control or change in ownership. According to the BOE's Legal Entity Ownership Program reports, the BOE determined that the subject property underwent a change in ownership on May 13th, 2019. On December 3, 2019, the required statements were filed more than 90 days after the change in ownership. At the BOE's request, the assessor imposed the penalty specified in Revenue and Taxation Code Section 42B. The penalty may be abated by the Assessment Appeals Board pursuant to Revenue Taxation Code Section 43C1, which states, if a person or legal entity establishes to the satisfaction of the County Board of Equalization or the Assessment Appeals Board that the failure to file the change in ownership statement within the time required by subdivision B of Section 482 was due to reasonable cause and circumstances beyond the assessee's control and occurred notwithstanding the exercise of ordinary care in the absence of willful neglect, and has filed this statement with the State Board of Equalization, the County Board of Equalization or the Assessment Appeals Board may order the penalty be abated, provided the person or legal entity has filed with the County Board of Equalization or the Assessment Appeals Board a written application for abatement of the penalty no later than 60 days after the date which the person or legal entity was notified of the penalty by the assessor. Therefore, for the board to abate the penalty, the assessee must show to the board's satisfaction that the late filing was due to reasonable cause and circumstances beyond the assessee's control, and the late filing occurred notwithstanding the exercise of ordinary care in the absence of willful neglect. The assessor submits the California Franchise Tax Board's law summary for a reasonable cause abatement for the Assessment Appeals Board consideration in determining whether the late filing in this appeal was due to reasonable cause and circumstances beyond the assessee's control and occurred notwithstanding the exercise of ordinary care in the absence of willful neglect. And that's at the very end of our Exhibit A, pages 17, 18, and 19. The assessor has established that the penalty was imposed as required by Revenue and Taxation Code 482B due to failure to file the change in ownership statement timely. The board may abate the penalty if the applicant establishes to the board's satisfaction that the late filing was due to reasonable cause and circumstances beyond the assessee's control and occurred notwithstanding the exercise of ordinary care in the absence of willful neglect. The next pages are our notification from the BOE showing when the change in ownership was determined and the filing date of the form and whether or not a penalty should be imposed, and then followed by the actual form that was filed. And then the various laws that I have referenced.
Okay, thank you. Does the applicant have any questions of the assessor's presentation?
No.
Okay, does the board?
Yes, I have some questions. This was a reappraisable event, I take it?
Correct, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then this is agricultural land. Is this in the Ag Reserve program?
Yes.
It is in the Ag Reserve program. Part of it, I see
Well,
there's a
lot of
structure
ranches.
on it, but some of it is and some of it isn't?
You know, this particular ranch, I better not, I'm not quite sure.
You're
Other
not quite
ranches in this
I'm
partnership.
actually not sure either.
The problem I see is the Ag Preserve properties are valued slightly different.
So the penalty would just be based on whatever the assessment was as of a result of that change in ownership or change in control. So however we did reassess it, that's what would be used to determine what the penalty would be.
I agree with that.
Well, my problem is this, is my understanding of the Ag Reserve program is the residential portion of the property is valued the way most residences are valued in the state of California. But the agricultural portion is valued based on the income. It usually gets a discount and then is revalued each year. So in some cases, it wouldn't be, even though there's a change of ownership, it may not change the valuation of the land. That is agricultural, not the house portion, the agricultural.
That may be true. I'm just saying that the penalty is based on whatever the
Correct, but
assessment is determined.
what I'm suggesting is this is sort of unique because essentially there may be no reassessment of the agricultural portion because that's controlled by other factors, and I want to be careful on that portion of it.
So so today, the board's just determining if the penalty should be abated or not. It sounds like you're discussing some valuation type
Well,
concerns.
yes, but I don't believe is there a penalty if there's no reassessment? That's a question.
Yes.
Even if there's no reassessment on the property?
Whatever the assessed value is on that date, whether or not it's been reassessed, there's still an assessment on that date, and the penalty is based on whatever the assessed value is. So even if that is determined to be a non-reassessable change in ownership, it can still be subjected to a penalty because the filing requirement still exists.
And I could, Board Member Freno, your board has heard cases like this before. I just could clarify. The state, right, as you stated, there may not be a reassessable event. The reason the state requires this form is so that they could determine if it's reassessable or not. So your board has heard many cases where there was no reassessable event, but there was still a penalty. And that's just, so the state just is saying form timely, yes, no. They aren't necessarily saying
Okay.
penalty or not. That's correct, Assessor, right? We've had a few cases like that.
And this is just a
Yes, that's
one-time 10% on that
This is a
particular year?
one-time penalty.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're fine with your questions. I believe it's time for you to present your side.
Just real,
We'll hand out as applicants exhibit 1.
then I just had a short letter brief that recapped a lot of what's been stated, but this is the John and Barbara Friedrich Family Limited Partnership, and the majority partner, Barbara Friedrich, died on May 13th, 2000.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't see a copy of his.
Sorry, it's being handed out now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So this is a longtime farming family in our county, and we have been their counsel for many years. And so our office handled the estate up and down. In other words, we're aware of this. This is something that I have not had to have happen before, but for whatever reason, it wasn't calendared, and it was something that was detected later, and we just fixed it. We just added it, and it is a technical late filing. So those facts are not in dispute. It's just whether that this Revenue and Tax Code 483, it does provide a pretty broad swath of discretion for abating the penalty. It is, our office does a lot of property tax work, and obviously, as you know, when there's a change of ownership, you need to report that, and this was to be reported on date of death, which it was, but the statement to the BOE wasn't done timely. Just there's no other way to say it. So I don't believe our client was certainly not careless. It wasn't a willfulness by anyone, and it was something that was not done to evade anything. It was just a in-house error, and I just think there's discretion here to abate it. Given the circumstances, it is a pretty tough rule. I mean, people die, and I'm not asking for any concession on that, but it is it's not a type of a rule that says if you get notice from us, you've got X days. This is like the event happens, you got 90 days, and it was just missed. So, but I think the criteria that we have in 483C fits, and I would just ask this board to use its discretion in abating this penalty. So thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Does the assessor's office have any questions of the applicant's presentation?
I do have perhaps one question. So this change in ownership occurred from the death of one of the owners, correct?
Yes.
Were you the lawyer involved with everything that happened as a result of that death?
Yes, my
Okay.
office was, This, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any questions from the board?
No.
I do have a quick question, just out of curiosity. So when somebody dies, like in a case like this, obviously the first person they call isn't you. How does that process normally work? Not necessarily in your case, but just in general. Somebody, part of a partnership, they die. Then what happens?
Well, that's good. It just is going to be variable. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you could have a situation where there are people in a partnership in a business, maybe they don't have regular counsel, maybe they were not even aware of the rule, and then this is a strict time frame, and they would have had a problem. I'm not going to say otherwise. That's not the case here. You know, this client has been part of our firm's client, frankly, for generations. So I can't say that. I mean, this is something really we should have picked up, and I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not gonna say, but I do think it was not willful. It was, you know, it's just one of those things as far as maybe some lack of proper calendaring in the office. I'm not going to mislead and say anything but that. But to your question, yeah, a lot of people could get, you know, that don't have counsel always monitoring their, that could be a little bit of a surprise to them. And I think, and again, I'm not here before you on these type of things typically, but I do know in the county that in my discussion with other people is that historically this board has abated these type of penalties. Maybe under different circumstances, but I think historically, because I know a lot of people in the assessor office, and I've talked to people, and like this is all hearsay, but it is not uncommon, in my understanding, for this to be abated. So given these circumstances, it's a total lack of any willful intent to disregard the law.
With the chair's permission, I'd like to ask a question. Does your law firm have calendaring systems in place to track deadlines?
Yeah, we should. I mean, we do. And it's just, you know, I take responsibility, but I do have paralegals that are very, very, very good. And it's just, this is one that got through. But we do have calendaring, all, you know, triple calendaring, so.
Has your firm handled date of deaths and resets in the past for this family? Because they own other farms too, not just the Fillmore one. So is this the first time that your office has processed this BOE form upon a death of one of the partners?
Yes, because her husband, she lived to be almost, well, she was over 100, and her husband was a client, but he had died 30 years before BFLP was even set up. So it wasn't an issue. So when he died, it was just an individual owner dying in a trust. So the short answer is no, we've not had to do a BO1 100 on this type.
Okay, because typically when these are presented, there's typically a large extenuating circumstance that kind of frames this whole thing. For a long time, it was mail locked in the mailroom during COVID when no one could get there for 90 days. So the 90-day rule just got, erased at that point.
Right, that makes sense.
So I'm hoping, is there some other reason any technical reason it didn't get done? Because, accidental neglect does not necessarily meet the threshold.
Well, it says absence of willful neglect, and there's
Right.
no willfulness here. Was this a lot? This is a large estate. Was there a lot going on? There's a lot going on. So given, people are human, and it wasn't a cut and dry thing. And but this is, again, I'm not contending otherwise that it should have been done, and I don't have any other reason other than given the press of business or whatever, it was missed. So, it's a very large case. So.
Okay. Any questions? Should we adjourn in the back and discuss this? I think that
Just
might be
real
the best.
quickly, I never did hear, when did the state finally receive the form? Is there, how,
Here, just on
December. It
December
was
3rd, 2019.
less than 3 months late.
3 months late? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so transfer was May 13th, 2019. The form, December 3rd, 2019.
Yeah.
So about a 6-month gap since the data transfer, but about 3-month gap from the deadline.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I think,
I know you mentioned potentially going into deliberations. I just want to make sure we don't have any closing statements from either party. We just heard initial cases, so if there are any, we'd go back and see if the assessor has any,
All
and then the
okay.
applicant.
Okay, so I guess, are there any closing statements? It would be, you don't have any closing statements?
That's submitted.
You're fine, you basically summarized your case, okay. I think we're going to go in the back. This maybe should only take us 5, maybe 10 minutes. So we can just hold this open until we get back? Does that sound okay, or do you want to
Okay,
close it?
it's completely up to your board. If you want to come back out and make a decision, you can.
Okay, let's leave it open, and we'll be back. All right, good morning. We are back in session. We convened in the back. We ruled 3-0 in favor of the applicant.
Okay, so to confirm, the board has abated the 10% penalty.
Yes.
Budget of, thank you for confirming. All right.
I believe with that.
Nope,
We are-
we still have the general stipulations item. before
Okay,
you
that's
adjourn.
right. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of
Item
myself.
135, or sorry, 315. I read that number backwards. Item 315.
I don't know why, Brandon.
These were emailed to your board on Thursday. Recommend action is to approve unless you have questions.
I reviewed them all. They seem okay with me. Anyone have any questions? No? Okay, I am looking for a motion to approve.
I second. I second.
Thank you.
Now all business is complete.
I believe we are wrapped up, and I would like to thank Brandon and Renee for navigating us through this heavy traffic morning.
Thank you.
You guys did a great job. We are adjourned.